See how now it's like all down here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, we're back this time.
Sorry about that, y'all.
How is everyone? Hey, Keisha. See, okay, so like it'll tell you down here.
Okay. We'll give it just a minute.
And as people hop on, like you can swap over and see. These must be your friends because I can't see them. Yeah, feel free to hit the thumbs up or the hearts and
comment and let us know you're here. We're using Nikki's phone, so I can't see people that are friends with me.
There you go. And if y'all have any questions throughout this or while we're talking, if there's something you think of that you want to ask us, just feel free to comment and we will be glad to answer those for you all. Hey, Shaylee. Hey, Brittany. Yeah, if you're friends with Cody, comment because it's not going to notify us. Hey, Joe.
And I don't have my glasses on, so she's gonna holler your name on for me.
Brittany says watching. Hey, Stevie. Hey, Megan. Your pictures were beautiful, by the way, Stevie. Beautiful. Okay, so I guess we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're just going to talk a little bit about our journey through keto. I'll just introduce you, I guess myself, and then you can introduce yourself for like my friends and your friends. So my name's Nikki Bowden, and me and Cody have been friends for a really long time. So
we met at the bank when we started working at the bank
many moons ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me start since I started with keto.
Yeah.
I started back in January, and with any so-called diet that we go on, we start to lose weight. You know, that's our main goal. Starting out, it was actually not too bad. It was different because you go from fat is bad to fat is good. Because what this is you're eating 75% fat in your diet. But it's good fats. It's healthy fats. Stuff like avocado and like olive oils and fats from grass-fed butter and meats and all that good stuff. Stuff that tastes good. So I started in January. I started losing weight probably the 2 weeks into it. And one of the biggest things that I noticed, other than the weight loss, is probably how I felt. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like how you feel when you get up and you drink your coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, you get that little rush and you feel happy. We're pretty much like that all the time, aren't we?
I was going to say, but it's like all day. It's like an all-day
all
thing.
day. You feel good. And all day you have energy. So that was another big thing because I've always thought something was going on with me because I went to the doctor because I was always tired and didn't feel good and thought it was maybe my hormones or whatever. Her seat's messed up, I think.
Okay, there we go.
But I think it actually was my hormones. That's another thing. With keto, you lose weight. We've lost weight.
Yes.
And so you have that. And then, honestly, when did you start exercising?
I didn't probably start exercising. So I've been on keto since February. Cody actually told me one day we went to lunch at Gondolier.
I'm like, you gotta try this.
Yeah. I was already eating like low carb anyways, but Keisha says, girl, you're speaking right to me. So I was like already low carb, and we had went to Gondolier, and she was like, you have to try this. Like, she looked amazing. I mean, she had only probably been on the diet for like 3 weeks when I met a month. And you could already tell a difference. Like, she looked great. And I was like, okay. So she's like telling me, like, do your research. That's like number one. Like,
that is key.
To do your research and for you to understand like what keto is and how it affects your body. Because everybody's different. And what may work for me might not work for Cody, and what works for Cody may not work for me. The same for you all. What was your original question? I can't really remember. Oh, when did I start exercising?
Yes.
So I have been on keto since February, and I did not start exercising until probably around June.
I just started exercising last week. So
And I don't do it on a regular basis. Like, exercising to me is, like, I'll go to Dance Fitness, which is like a 90-minute dance workout.
walking. Well, the job I have now, I
Hey,
walk.
Krista.
I walk around, and that's pretty much all my exercise I've been doing since January. And
Yeah.
I've dropped 40 pounds.
But that's
So,
what's cool about keto is, like,
it's
you
not-
don't have to work out.
Obviously, it's good. It's healthy for you to work out, but you don't have to go full force. You know, all the time.
You don't have to be a gym rat, okay?
Yeah, go walk it.
Nothing
you know.
against
Just
that,
get up off
but,
your butt.
yeah.
Keto is not really ideal for people that like to work out hard, like do a lot of cardio.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you the type of energy you need. With carbs, you can sustain energy a lot more. Keto is more like a leveled out, happy, feel good all day.
Yeah.
Your brain and your body does run a little bit differently on keto. So if you're somebody that does like to work out all the time, you would have to look more into maybe upping your carbs a little bit. Going into that, with keto, you have to measure your macros. Macros are carbs, fat, and proteins. My macros currently, I do 20 or less carbs per day, and she's around the same. Usually, we were talking, we both get probably around 8 to 12 carbs a day normally.
Yeah. On a cheat day, I get probably around 15 to 20.
Yeah.
And that's like
We cheat with extra vegetables.
Yeah.
People. Now, that being
or
said,
sushi roll. a lot rice sushi roll.
there are days that you need a little bit more carbs. As long as you go back to it, you're fine.
Yeah.
But honestly, you don't crave them. You really don't.
No, you really don't.
Stuff that I crave sometimes is occasionally bread, and I've learned to make bread out of almond flour, coconut flour. There's ways around it. You know, if you want something, look it up on Pinterest. Try to figure out sub-ingredients to make your favorite food. You can still do it. It's just a little bit more complicated. Something I have learned with this is I cook a lot.
Yeah, you do have to cook.
You can, you know, if you're somebody that's on the go a lot, you can make it easier.
Yeah.
You can,
But you can
make
still
your meals.
eat out too, though.
You can.
That's what's good too.
You can. You
Yeah.
can eat out. You just can't have the breads and the pastas.
But it's
and the
hard to
rice.
eat out because, just for instance, like me and my husband had went to a birthday dinner the other night out at Aubrey's steakhouse, or Aubrey's, whatever it's called, and one of their sides was baked squash. Okay, that's what it said, baked yellow squash. I want y'all to know, we ordered this, and I looked up the carbs in it. It had 40 carbs.
And I bet it had breadcrumbs.
Before. Yeah, it had breadcrumbs. It was like a casserole.
Yeah.
But the menu didn't say yellow squash casserole. It said baked yellow squash. So you have to really, like, be cautious of what you order, because in restaurants they make things completely different than, like, what you would make at home.
Something keto has made me, like, it's made me so aware of what I'm putting into my body.
Yeah.
Everything I eat, I don't only look at the nutrition label that has exactly, you know, what's in it. You've got to look at the ingredients. Just because it says no sugar, you look below it, it's got sugar in it.
Yeah.
They lie. So
Yeah.
you have really got to do your research and look at every single ingredient and learn what you're putting into your body. I mean, there's so many types of sugar out there. They label it different things all the time.
And if you can't pronounce it, it's probably not good for your body.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, literally, if I'm reading ingredients on something and I'm like, okay, I don't even know what that word is or how to pronounce it, yeah, I'm putting that back on the shelf and I'm not going to buy that item.
What I think a lot of us fell into, including me, including Nikki, is convenience and trusting your labels and trusting the people that sell it to you, trusting that they're not going to put stuff in your body that you shouldn't have in your body. And as most people know, people are out to make money.
Absolutely.
If they can do that by telling you the bare minimum of what they can tell you, that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So I've always looked at organics and stuff like that. I'm like, that's overpriced. Why is it like that? I don't understand. I understand now. It's sad that we have to pay more money for something that's better for us.
Yeah.
But that's just how it is.
Yeah, but also, like, a lot of people think, like, being organic or being keto is, like, really expensive.
No.
But it's not. I mean, like, yeah, you have to buy, like, better things, but there's cheaper ways to do it. Like, Aldi is my best friend, your best friend, just because, like, they sell the vegetables, they sell the Kerrygold butter that we use, they sell, you know, like, the heavy whipping cream that we use. Like, they sell a lot of the items that you can get, like your nuts, all that are cheaper at Aldi. Like,
yes. Not everything you buy now. Excuse me. Not everything I buy has to be name brand and all that. But I do have Kerrygold is the only butter I use, which we have right here.
Kerrygold butter.
Amazing. It tastes amazing. Use this once and you will never go back to margarine or the other crap that they were selling us.
Yeah.
Getting into that.
You want to know what the ingredients are in this butter?
What's the ingredients in the butter?
Pasteurized cream and salt.
There you go.
Two ingredients.
Yeah.
2 in a pack of butter. Y'all go to your refrigerator and look at your butter and tell me how many ingredients it has in it.
Probably
this
way
has
too many.
2.
Probably canola oil.
Yeah.
Or some kind of vegetable oil that's not good for you.
Yeah.
The only oils that you need in your body are coconut oil, avocado oil, and extra virgin olive oil. And when you go to the store and you pick up the bottle of olive oil and you put it and you think you're doing good, please, 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 please look on the back of that bottle.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they put soybean oil and any kind of other oil they can put in there so they don't have to give you actual 100%
California,
olive oil.
the brand California is probably the best
Let me go
oil
get that. Hold on.
that you can purchase. But if you can afford the California, then do the next best alternative.
Actually, I'm out. I need to go shopping.
Cody needs to go to the store. So, yeah. So, just be very cautious of, like, the nutrition facts, the ingredients. And then that's, like, the most important thing. So, I think Cody mentioned this earlier, but it's a 75% fat diet, 20% protein, and 5% carbs.
Per day, I usually get about 115 grams of fat. And
I do about 120.
Yeah,
so.
try to stick around that. And a lot of times people go into this diet thinking, oh my gosh, I got to eat a stick of butter a day. No, there's other ways to get fat.
But you can.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Touching on that.
Nom.
Yeah. Touching on that, probably one of our favorite meals of the day, BPC.
Yeah. Bulletproof coffee.
Yeah, that's where it's at. So what it is you have your coffee, just your
and
black
don't
coffee.
judge it until you try it.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
yeah,
ugh, I cannot drink this. This is going to be disgusting. Literally, I could not drink anything else besides a bulletproof coffee at this point.
It tastes like a delicious latte, just saying.
Yeah.
It's got butter in it.
Kerrygold.
No judgment, okay? And then it's got your heavy whipping cream. And I'll usually do 1 tablespoon butter, 1 tablespoon heavy whipping cream, and then coconut oil. I start out with coconut oil. Now I use MCT oil, but 1 tablespoon. Coconut oil, I buy the organic. Obviously, like anything else, you need to look at your ingredients. Make sure you're getting the organic version coconut oil.
Yeah, Keisha's even tried mine. So she can
It's
attest
good.
to that it's good. She's like, yeah, it's good.
Yes, and then I, for the longest time, when you first start on keto, I suggest that you don't have any form of sweetener, any form
Excuse me.
Like
sugar, anything.
stevia, anything for probably the first month or so.
Yeah.
Because what you want to do is break your body from craving sugar. And that's going to help a lot if you just completely cut yourself off. It'll be hard, but
yeah, so you really need
it goes away fast. Your cravings will go away.
Body into the state of ketosis. And what that is basically your body is no longer using carbs to fuel you for energy. It's now taking your stored fat plus your fat that you are intaking, and it's going to use that to fuel you for energy. So it's no longer dependent on carbs. It's dependent on fat.
So a lot of times in my past, I've had a lot of problems with crashes. Sugar, like my blood sugar dropping.
Yeah.
And that was because my body was craving and needing those carbs and sugar. Well, when I started going into ketosis, for one, you stop being hungry at all. Because your body goes from relying on those carbs and sugar to relying on fat that you eat and then fat in your body. That's another reason why you drop the weight, because you're running on yourself.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much.
burning more than what you could physically put into your body.
Are we getting a question? I
Yeah.
can see. Sorry, I don't have
Got
a glasses on.
curious with my butter. 20 ingredients that I can't pronounce.
There you go. Yeah.
So throw that butter away and stick to your Kerrygold. Kerrygold is not really expensive.
Compared to normal butter, it's not 99 cents.
Yeah,
okay?
it's not 99 cents, but this is for 8 ounces. So you can get it like in a big old solid brick, or they actually sell it in sticks.
If you need to measure it out, which I did.
You have measurements
when
on
you
the back.
When you first start out, it's easier to do it in the sticks, like normal butter sticks. But I've gotten to where I just kind of know.
Yeah.
Once we're doing this for a little while, so.
On the back. You probably can't see them, but
no, I can't.
It has
I ain't putting no glasses on first.
Yeah, it has like knife marks on the back of it.
Yeah, so
you
can do that, but whatever. Just a tablespoon of butter, you'll be good. But
okay, so back to the coffee. So.
BPC. So a tablespoon of grass-fed butter, a tablespoon of virgin coconut oil, and then
2 tablespoons.
a tablespoon of
two
2 tablespoons. So when you first start out, you've kind of got to figure out. It's hard to know your carbs and sugar.
Yeah, you really need to track. Like MyFitnessPal will be your best friend because like you need to track, because if you're not getting enough fat, this diet is not going to work for you. And I really don't even like to say diet. I usually say lifestyle because like for me, it's been a complete lifestyle change. For my husband, it's been a complete lifestyle change. Like I will never go back to eating carbs.
I wish he was here with us. He looks amazing. He says he feels amazing. Yeah. I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of her.
I'm very proud of Cody.
And it helps a lot too when you have somebody that can do it with you. My husband, Caleb, he wasn't full blown keto, but he pretty much was, and he's lost
sick.
He's lost 35 pounds.
Yeah, but it's not just for weight loss. Like
he feels amazing when he eats one French fry. He's like, I feel awful today.
Yeah.
Like it's just not worth it anymore. The carbs and everything. Mm-hmm. Once you get into ketosis and you eat one French fry, that can knock your butt out. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, like I ate watermelon. I know that sounds so weird, but like the very first time I ever knocked myself out of ketosis I've been in ketosis
watermelon.
for 7 months.
This is fruit, people.
7 months. Like
fruit is supposed to be good for you.
Watermelon, and it threw me out of ketosis. Because I had been in ketosis for so long and I was already fat adapted, like it only took me a few days to get back in, but normally it would take you about another week to 2 weeks to get back into ketosis.
That's another reason why people are like, just have a bite. A bite can throw me off. Yeah. Yes, I get maybe a little bit of pleasure from it, more so carbs than I would sugar.
When I
you
eat
don't
the
crave
bite,
it.
like I want the whole thing. Like a bite for me is just a tease. Like I would want to eat the whole thing.
Well, that's why we try to keep our keto, like we make our keto sweets, or cupcakes.
Yeah,
and everything
you can like
else.
make cupcakes. I make peanut butter cupcakes, like
and
chocolate
it's
on
delicious.
chocolate cupcakes.
It's just
I
have to cook them yourself.
bars, like s'more bars. Are y'all kidding me? Like my husband absolutely loves them. I love them as far as the taste, but they are a pain in the butt to make because they take like 3 hours because there's 3 different steps to them. But
there's easier things to do.
Yes,
and
but they are
great. if you're on here with us,
pecans,
and
you can make candy pecans.
Yeah, I found this one out.
Candy
That's like
pecans,
the only thing I make now.
Or pecans,
Candy pecans. Let's say it's the Kerrygold butter, 3 tablespoons of Kerrygold butter, and then 3 tablespoons of Swerve is what I use, sweetener.
Yeah,
or maybe a little bit more. Yeah, just And then just dump your how much almonds or pecans do you say that? It's a bag from Aldi.
It's a bag. I think it's like half a pound. I don't know.
A bag.
Yeah, and we use the halves.
That's our measurement.
The pecan halves. So
yes,
I think it's 3 cups, 2.5 cups is what the bag size is.
So you just pour that in a pan. Well, you melt your butter and your sugar together. Pour the pecans in.
Yeah.
And cook it just a little while, and then let it sit out.
I actually add cinnamon to mine, like a
I've
teaspoon
done that.
of cinnamon. It's
or
really good.
Last time I did pumpkin spice.
Ooh, I bet that would be good. Fall's coming up, y'all.
It's so good. But okay, sorry, we really like the pecans.
Yeah. The sweets are where it's at. But like Cody said, like don't incorporate your sweets when you're first starting out. Like give your body time to adjust to what you're doing.
You want to get rid of those cravings.
Yeah.
And
I promise you they're not there. Like I go out to eat all the time with like my friends and stuff, and they like have like pizza and they're like eating cheesecake desserts, and they're like, oh, just try a bite. No.
No.
But you know what you can eat when you go out? Chicken wings
and a big old fatty ribeye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good old salad with some fat ranch
with
dressing
extra dressing.
Yeah.
This diet tastes amazing.
Can I get some extra dressing, please, with that?
You don't have to eat bland food anymore.
Yeah.
With your salad, I make a salad and I pour on the dressing.
Oh yeah. I don't even measure. I'm like.
The thing is, like, they say you need to make your own dressing. That's all and well, but most of the time we're not going to do that. So, but most of the time I do just use, if I'm at home, I do just use my extra virgin olive oil or my avocado oil with some salt and pepper, and then let me show you what else I put on.
Okay. Yeah, but like even when you're buying dressings, just be careful and like read your ingredients, because
pretty much every dressing you buy at the store is probably not going to be great for you. Just don't use a bunch of it. You can have a little bit, just not a bunch. This is what I use a lot of, and so does she. I use it as a dip. I use it in dressing to mix in with whatever I'm cooking. It's absolutely amazing, and it's made with avocado oil.
It's chipotle lime mayo, because it's going to be backwards for them. But it's made with avocado oil. No, it's fine. I don't have the reverse on, so
okay.
They can't actually read it.
And Primal Kitchen is the brand. I don't know if you can get it. I get it at Publix. Do you know anywhere else that sells it?
You can order it online. But Publix
and then this is just the regular. I make my deviled eggs with this, or use it with like some kind of chicken salad or
I'll take
like
even like uncured turkey that's not been processed, like deli turkey, and I'll take some of it, slap it on there, and then roll up like a cheese stick, string cheese, and I'll like roll it up, and that's like a good snack for me, or a good lunch, or whatever. So, so what keto has done for us, I mean, we've kind of talked a little bit about like weight loss, the mental clarity. I can't even begin to tell you like how clear your brain is.
Your thought process
I used to be scattered brained all the time. Yeah, now don't get me wrong. The keto flu, the first like couple weeks as your body is getting into the state of ketosis, you are gonna have what they call the keto flu. Think of it like this: when you're converting from running on carbs to running on ketones, hey Samantha,
your body, you're pretty much going through withdrawal. So if you think of people coming off drugs or whatever. You're gonna go through some hard times.
But I promise you, if you stick to it,
give it a week or two.
Yeah, you will come out on top and feel amazing. Like I'm telling you all, like Ketogenic is not like sponsoring us in any way whatsoever. We're not gaining money from this
we
or whatever.
We just want everybody to feel like we feel. Yeah. Honestly, I see so many people. And they post, and it's different for everybody. It really is. But it's changed my life.
Absolutely.
It's changed everything about my life.
Yeah, and it's definitely like something that was hard for me. Like I studied and did my research for 2 weeks after Cody told me about it. Even after seeing her results, I was like, I don't don't know. Like, it goes against everything like you've ever been taught about how you should eat and all that stuff. So I was like, you can't lose weight from eating fat. Like, shut up. Like,
come on, yeah, you can.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is a hard adjustment. I think that was the hardest thing for me, was the first couple weeks, was like really putting that fat into my body. But like, I kept it very simple. Like, I literally ate the like same things for the first week, and then after that I like would slowly add certain things in. So
and we'll get into that a little bit
simple.
too. Just a basic.
So Brittany has a question.
diet.
Can you use creamer for coffee?
No.
No. You would use like your heavy whipping cream, because that's like really fat. I think for a tablespoon, it's like 5 grams of fat. There's like no sugar.
And believe it or not, heavy whipping cream, once you get
But
into
you
ketosis,
can add sweetener.
after a month or two.
Yeah.
After you, this is what I use every morning. It's caramel sweet drops. It's stevia sweetener, liquid stevia. It's absolutely wonderful. It doesn't take much, you just need a little bit, and it's just like creamer, I promise.
Yeah,
It's
it
delicious.
like gives that sweetness if you're not like a real bitter. I'm not a bitter coffee drinker either. So I usually put about 2, sometimes 3 if I'm making like an extra large cup.
And another thing, before we forget to tell you, make sure that you blend your coffee.
Yeah.
Don't just put everything in there and you gotta blend it up. You gotta mix it together.
Well, I don't blend mine like in a blender. I know some people do.
I just use the hand blender.
Do you? I don't even do that. I just like take a
Whatever
spoon. Actually, I take my knife that I've like cut my butter from. And
That's what you do?
Yeah.
Girl, you crazy.
And like I just stir it for like a minute, and it like all gets together. Like you don't want it to separate. I mean, there's times I'm in a
I need to
hurry
make
and
you
then
a BPC.
and then it does separate. But
Have you never mixed it like that?
yeah, I have mixed it like that. But
It's
that
so
takes,
frothy and delicious.
that takes so much time though.
No, look at that. Let me show you what I use. Hold on.
Oh Lord, you can use a blender or you could hand stir.
Now,
Either way.
really small ones you can use, but I just plug this in real quick, blend it up, and then I have like a frothy, delicious coffee.
Keisha says, I wish I can get Adam on board and check with Brady's doctor because he's high cholesterol, but Nikki knows I've been wanting to do this lifestyle change.
Why can't you get him on board?
Absolutely, like
Caleb, I mean, like he was a little
very
adamant about it.
picky, very picky, like a picky eater. I know, like definitely like check with your doctor, and everybody should
sort of.
Some
Some doctors are okay with it, some are not.
Is the only
for a
reason.
child, yeah.
Adam hates veggies. She said.
We don't eat that many veggies.
Yeah, really? You don't eat a lot of vegetables.
Does he like meat and cheese and sour cream and butter and all that delicious stuff? Because if he likes that, he can do pretty good on keto. He got to give up them potato chips and French fries and stuff like that. But
buns,
it's not too bad.
Buns. Okay. What else? Else has keto done for us?
Let's see. Continuous energy.
Yeah, continuous
for
energy.
the ladies out there.
Yeah.
Hormones. Did she post something?
Yeah, he does. Have you seen him laugh out loud?
Now.
Be nice, Keisha.
We'll just have to talk to him, won't we?
Yeah. So, hormone balance.
So
for sure.
yeah.
I can 100% attest to this. There may be men on here, close your ears, but like, definitely your hormones are in balance. Whether it be like you have issues with hot flashes, you're irregular, you're whatever.
If anybody knows me from
this girl used to hot flash up all the time.
Burned up all the time. I was always sweating, always. I get cold now, people.
Yeah, I feel my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was the same way. Like, I still, like, I mean, not have hot flashes, but, like, I'm, like, hot-natured, period. But, like, definitely, like, notice myself, like, covering up more. Mm-hmm. Wearing pants more. Wearing long-sleeve shirts more. But just, like, menstrual-wise, like...
Oh, there's a plane go. Okay.
Menstrual-wise, like, definitely...
We're
if
definitely
you have an issue
regular.
with that, yeah. And the cramps are probably the worst part of the whole ketogenic experience.
Yes, they are, but we know that we're healthy. I mean,
Tylenol on hand.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but that's like what your body should do. Like that's a normal thing for your body.
The same time every month.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I've never had that before. I've never known for sure, when. Not just that. You can just tell how you feel. It's just my hormones. I know. Well, just the not being hot all the time by itself has been huge for me because that was such an issue. So hormones, that's definitely made a difference. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, Paul.
Getting into that.
Paul Reynolds, do you remember him?
Hey, Paul. Yes,
He
of course. Hey.
Hey, boy, hey.
Okay, so not that I can attest to this because obviously I've never had PCOS. I've never been diabetic, which it does run in my family. That's something I've actually been scared of because I was 210 before. So I was kind of scared that I was going to be diabetic. And I didn't want that. But I didn't know what to do. I didn't know, everything I was doing when I would just eat lettuce and work out every day, nothing was working. My body didn't like any of that. And then I started keto and realized that I can eat all the stuff that I like.
Yeah, you can eat a hamburger.
Yeah, without the bacon. But you get all the good stuff from it.
Yeah.
The bacon and the mayonnaise, and you get all the good stuff from it. But
yeah, you can eat tacos. Well, you can't have the tortilla shells, but I know at my house we use cheese shells.
I actually got a new recipe for tacos that Caleb loves.
The tortilla?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can make things. Like, you just can't buy store-bought tortillas, but you can make your own tortillas. Pizza, oh my gosh, like me and Derek have said from the day one that...
Did you try the chicken pizza?
Yes. That if we would cheat, we would cheat together. And that it would be on a nice thin crust pizza.
And then
he says Papa John's, but I would say Pizza Hut. Then Cody sends me a recipe one day, and she was like, "Girl, you have got to try this crust."
The crust is made out of chicken,
canned
chicken, eggs, and cheese.
Yeah,
and it tastes just like thin crust pizza.
Yeah, you can actually pick the pizza up, and we load it down with toppings.
Oh, yeah.
The more the merrier in my house, but... you can pick the pizza up and the crust actually stays together. I tried the cauliflower crust. It's okay.
Cauliflower smells like booty.
It's okay. It's a lot of work. The cauliflower.
It makes a mess.
Yeah, it's really messy. It burns your fingers because you have to drain out all the stupid water.
And my husband's picky, and he loves
And it doesn't really, you could tell it was cauliflower. It didn't really, resemble, a crust, where the chicken crust was literally like a crust. And I added some onion powder to it. Oh my gosh. Game changer.
There's ways around it.
So,
you don't have to go and get a pizza.
This and you need some recipe ideas, shoot us a message. Because I guarantee you we've tried it.
Yep.
And we can give you a review hey, yeah, that's a good one. Or, hey, do this. It's funny, Cody, I was getting a pedicure the other day. And Cody's like, hey, send me your kale soup recipe.
It's like the Olive Garden.
Yeah, the Tupa Toscan or whatever.
Zupa Toscana.
Yeah, there you go. And so she was like, so I sent it to her and I was like, it's really easy. It's so delicious. And she's like, it calls for cauliflower instead of potatoes. And she was like, I don't have cauliflower. And I was like, well, the first time I didn't either. I was just like,
use whatever you got.
Yeah, use any of your ingredients and whatever you have in your kitchen, and that's literally what I did. You're supposed to use Italian sausage. I didn't have Italian sausage. I only had I used Tennessee Pride, but I'm a Tennessee Pride kind of girl on sausage. I'm not a big sausage fan, but if I eat it, it has to be Tennessee Pride.
I live on sausage balls, and so does my husband and my mother-in-law. So there's so many alternatives, but you do have to cook. But literally, you can meal prep in. I do for Derek, I'll make sausage balls on a Sunday night and make omelets, muffin omelets, and he just grabs them and takes them to work every single day. What was that?
Hey,
hold on,
grandmother.
Pause.
Joni. I have PCOS and I have researched keto is great for PCOS.
It is.
I'd love to make the lifestyle change. I have ate grilled meat and veggies, but I'm bored with that.
Well, girl, you
And
ain't
want
gotta
new
be
recipes.
girl, right?
Yeah. Brittany.
Okay.
Her name's
Sorry, I
Brittany.
can't see. You
Cody
don't have
can't
to
read,
be.
so
You don't
I'm
have to
reading
be
for you.
bored with your food no more.
No, like Brittany, definitely message us.
At the end of this, if y'all like our video, let us know if you want us to do like a video talking about what we can like. We could go on. We could go on all day, but if you want us to do a recipe video,
yeah, like review recipes and stuff like that. But definitely, Brittany, give that give keto a chance. I mean, like try it for a month or so and see how you feel. I guarantee you that. Even if you have no weight loss whatsoever, sorry, I didn't mean to touch you. If you have no weight loss, which you will, you
don't make that your main goal.
Gonna be,
right now.
You're gonna feel great, like absolutely, like.
I've read so many okay, so something that before Nikki got involved, when I was just kind of trying to do it on my own, my main source of encouragement was the Ketogenic Success Facebook page.
Yeah, mine too, until I got kicked off.
She broke the rules. She got kicked off the page,
but yeah, definitely like your support group.
It's
so
absolutely
great.
wonderful if you'll just look through the feed. See, just so many success stories with PCOS, with diabetes, with all kinds of stuff. People that come off their medication, people that it just changes. It's changed our life. But can you imagine having something like diabetes and not having it?
Yeah.
Not having to take the medication.
Yeah.
So.
And I have to add, because like my grandmother had just joined, and so back in July, my grandmother actually, she's 88 years old this year, and she did the ketogenic diet, you all. 88 years old, like she's so healthy anyways.
You can do it any age, and it doesn't matter.
Active, yeah.
If you think you're healthy, you don't know how, you don't know what, you still don't know what you're putting into your body.
And she had success from it. She, like now she's just low carb, but like she had success for it. She just had a hard time like consuming all of the fat, which is completely understandable. Like I struggled with that too. I think that's a struggle for everybody because like we've said before, it goes against everything you've ever been taught. So, but I mean, like my mother does it. She's 62 years old. She would probably kill me to know that I just announced how old she was. Yeah. But like,
it doesn't matter.
She does it, and she's great. She messaged me today. I have to tell this story. She's probably going to hate me because I'm going to tell her pant size. But she messages me today, and she was like, "What does 14 mean to you?" So I was like, "Oh, that's my birthday. My birthday's November 14th." She's like, "No, try again." I was like, "Sean's birthday, my oldest brother, his birthday is October 14th. And she's like, "No, one more time, try again." And I was like, "What, Mom? Like, you said, what does it mean to me?" Like, I thought this was like what it really meant to me, not a question. She was like, "That's my pant size today."
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, so like.
Congratulations.
That, for her, like, she's on the keto diet too. She's not as strict as us, but
you're going to have a lot of goals and things you achieve that do not have anything to do with what you weigh.
Yeah. And my mom looks great. Like if you looked at her, you would not know she wore size 14 pants, which is not, to me, 14 is like not big at all. Like, but I was just so proud of her, and like that made her day to know that she got into a size 14 pants, and it was just so awesome to hear that. It made me happy for her, and it makes me happy.
It like the success stories that people have of people that you don't even know. You're just like, wow, that's amazing. But
that
when you can relate
for me,
when you can relate to people, like with her mom, and you see somebody that's doing it and see somebody succeeding in it and having an amazing journey as far as keto goes. It makes you want to stay on it. Every good thing that comes with it, that makes it even better. And what's hard for me is I want my parents to start keto. It's so hard for people to understand that
it's a good thing.
Yeah. Like the whole fat thing, I can't get my mom to wrap her head around it. My dad's a diabetic. And I want more than anything for him to start keto, because I know it's going to change his life. He's like me. He loves all that fatty stuff. He loves the mayonnaise and all the good, all the good fat in the meat, and he'll love butter and stuff like that. And I think they'll do good on it. It's just the hardest part is trying to teach someone, I guess, kind of what you can tell somebody, hey, you look at me, I'm losing weight. Hey, it makes me feel good. But until someone experiences it for themselves, it's kind of hard to get them to, really believe in what you're doing.
And this diet isn't like, hey, what do you eat every day? Like, send me what you eat. I get that question a lot. I know you do too.
I did. I tried to talk to some people on Facebook about it. I sent them a couple videos.
Yeah.
And it's so much. It's something that you really have to delve into to really see what it's all about.
Everybody's macro levels are different. Like, it's based upon your weight, your height, are you female or male, so your sex, your age. Like, you calculate those numbers through a keto calculator out there. I did mine in my Fitness Pal. Like, there's different ways to calculate it, but like, everybody's numbers are different. Like, so my husband, he started out at 20 carbs a day. I started out at 19 carbs a day. Like, he got like 145 grams of fat. I've never went over like 120, I think.
Yeah. It's different, especially for
everybody is different. Yeah. So, and it depends on if you're active or not active as far as like your job. Like, on a regular basis, are you active? Do you have a desk job? Like, for me, I have a desk job. So you obviously have to like incorporate that into your lifestyle. So, like, Cody, she walks around a lot at her work. She's on her feet all day. So
I had a job before where I'm at now, which is I work with my husband at the campground and clean. So I'm walking around a lot. I was just sitting down all day, and obviously that's going to affect how you do. But if I had a desk job and I was sitting, I would probably, you're going to need a walk, It's not good for anybody to be sedentary all the time.
But walk,
So get up, just get your blood flowing a little bit. But I'm not saying go to the gym and just go crazy. You don't have to do that. You really don't. When I say I started working out, probably actually 2 weeks ago, I do my elliptical every other day.
15, for 30 minutes.
15, 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Just that, and I've already noticed I've dropped 5 pounds since then, and I've noticed I'm toning up a lot. Yeah. And they say, I haven't started lifting weights, but they say one of the best things you can do for a keto is to lift weights.
I haven't done that either, but...
So... This winter, I told my husband he's doing that.
I have a question for you, because I don't know if I've ever asked. Like, so how much weight have you lost since you started?
Since I started, I'm at 42 pounds.
That is amazing, because I would have never looked at you and been like, I never thought you needed to lose weight, period, but I would never look at you and be like, you had 40 extra pounds to lose. 42. I got to give her credit for those 2 pounds.
I wear the right kind of clothes.
Because we know that every pound matters.
It does. 42, people, 42. But my goal is probably about 10 more pounds.
Yeah, so that's good. Like, start out short. Like, your goal wasn't to lose 40 pounds at the beginning.
I never thought I'd be where I never in a million years thought I'd lose this weight without even trying.
Yeah.
Because of what I'm eating.
That's the best thing. It's like, you don't even try.
We can't see. It's like cut off, but she looks amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I have lost... Since February, I have lost 88 pounds.
That's amazing.
It was 89.
With no exercise, people.
Yeah. So together, my husband and I have to give him credit because he's has killed it. He has lost 79 pounds.
That's insane.
Together, we have lost 167 pounds, which in a year is absolutely incredible. Like, we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. And
you're new people.
Yeah, like I made like a scrapbook of our first year, and it was like so weird to see us on our wedding day, and like we even gained weight after that. Like,
we had the same picture at your wedding day that I posted of me
really?
and Caleb, and it's like, it's crazy what a year will do.
Yeah, it's insane.
1 year.
Yeah,
we're not talking 5 years, like taking all that time to lose all this weight.
Yeah,
we're talking 1 year, and you've changed your life.
1 year. And from what? From eating fat.
Mm-hmm. And that's not even really 1 year. We started back in January,
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't even been a full year, but that was just like a comparison
since the wedding.
Us.
Yeah, since the wedding.
Yeah, we had. I mean, it was just cool to like look back and like I had made a page for every month or whatever, and like you could see the full transformation, and then even the last page, like I did a before and after, and it was just really cool. Like, I'll have to show you all the book, but it was really cool.
I feel like this is something we're probably going to continue to do.
Yeah,
we're going to make our own
for
channel.
sure. Look us up on YouTube. Click subscribe. No.
No, we ain't that far. This is our first. This is the first time me going live. So if y'all, if you do like this video, we'll continue to do some more.
Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and that way we'll continue to do more videos.
Because we love talking about it. I absolutely. And usually I can't talk about it because people look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So I have this tank top. I think I made you the same shirt that says I run on butter and bacon, and like people
look at me like,
what? That's bad for you. Okay.
Guess what? It's not.
Well, it's not bad for me.
So,
it might be bad for you, but
people that love their Coke and their Sprite and all that good carbonated junk. I didn't really like it before. I was a sweet tea girl. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a big soda fan, but sweet tea for sure.
Yeah.
But what you're about to show is like...
Apparently it's backwards, but it's called LaCroix. This is our Coke. Yeah. Our form of Coke. It's carbonated, pretty much carbonated water with a little bit of flavor.
Yeah.
And I've learned...
But it's all natural.
All natural. It's 100% keto. And if you mix it with the stevia sweet drops, it brings out a little bit of that sweetness in it, and it's so good.
I've never mixed it with that. I mean, I'm like just addicted to LaCroix, period. I literally drink probably 3 a day.
Something that you notice too when you're in keto, stuff tastes a lot different.
Yeah, like when I first started drinking LaCroix, I was like, I don't know if I could drink this every day, because it's like, I don't know.
It doesn't taste good when you...
but like the more you drink it, like the better it is. Like now I could not live without them.
But if you're in keto, things that never tasted sweet before...
Oh, yeah.
If you can put something in your mouth and be like, ooh, this has sugar in it. And then look on the label and guess what? It has sugar in it. So... Stuff will be, it'll taste a lot different.
Yeah, we cut our wedding cake on our 1-year anniversary, and it was so sweet. And
that noise is my chair, by the way.
We literally had like this big of a piece. Like it wasn't that big at all. Like it was like a bite size that you actually share.
To me, it just doesn't taste as good as it used to.
I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. We threw it away immediately because Derek's like, I could literally eat a whole piece of this. But
the ice cream.
Oh.
Now, I didn't tell you the new recipe for ice cream I have.
I cheat and eat ice cream.
I made ice cream.
It's not cheating,
with cream cheese. This is keto ice cream. I made it with cream cheese and unsweetened almond milk, organic, no sugar added, peanut butter, and then I added some stevia, Swerve sweetener, and then some
granulated sugar, or the
granulated, not the
powdered, confectioner
sugar for like if you're making icing. And then I used some of the caramel drops. Oh my gosh, I loved it, and so did my husband. He said it was just like being at Dairy Queen. So
I'll have to try that.
It's amazing.
I mean, sometimes we when I'm at the store, I'll buy like a Halo top or something.
Yeah, that's not keto.
No, but listen, we add heavy whipping.
No, but listen.
Okay, so let me explain. Halo Top is designed for someone who's counting calories. It's
really good if you're not keto.
Yes, but it doesn't have a lot of fat, so we add like half a cup of heavy whipping cream to it.
You know it's got cane sugar in it.
Not all of them.
Not all of them?
No, not all of them.
This. Oh, I did find a keto ice cream.
But we don't do that all the time. We don't do that all the time.
That's a special occasion thing. I've actually, probably a couple months back, I had some.
It's not actually good unless you put any whipping cream in it. I tried to buy it I was like, ooh, this is like, it was too sweet.
But
because it has all the sugar alcohol.
Publix is the only place to get it. Thrive ice cream. I don't know if anybody's heard of that before. It's actually as close to keto as you're going to get, unless you make your own ice cream. But, so if you like Cokes, my husband tried this, and he's like, that's absolutely disgusting.
Give an 8-pack a try. Let me just say that. Just, like, give an 8-pack a try.
Do not try stevia. Tastes like...
Oh, yeah, those are... Tastes like cough syrup. Yeah.
No.
I bought those one time. Oh, okay, so I forgot about these. So these are ketone strips. So we pee on these about... Do you do it daily? I don't do them daily.
I just do it because I like peeing on a stick. So,
weirdo here. No, but like I do it every couple of days or whatever to test my ketone levels. The cameras, yeah.
So that's what it looks like before you pee on it. And what you're wanting to achieve is like when you know you're in ketosis.
You want these darker colors, yeah.
These three. Sometimes this darker color means you're probably a little dehydrated. It's another thing we need to speak on is water. But you're wanting to do somewhere in here. So if you pee on this and you're here, I would suggest when you first start keto just to see,
I did it daily when I first started just to see like where my levels were, whatever. You can buy those at the store or
Amazon's cheaper.
Yeah, but if you wanted just to get a pack, I think you can get them at like Walgreens or whatever. Mm-hmm. They're just
I don't think they're called ketone strips. I think they're
like diabetic strips.
Yeah.
So
and you can measure your ketones with like blood glucose, but it's really expensive.
And too, if you are a diabetic, be careful because
you need to look more into it's a little bit different.
Because a normal healthy body that is not a diabetic can regulate their ketone levels. When you're a diabetic, you cannot. So extreme high amounts of ketones can actually be very, very, very harmful to your body. But like for Cody and I, who are healthy, and even before when we started, we were still considered healthy. Like we don't have diabetes or anything like that. Our body can regulate those, so we can never produce too many ketones.
Yeah. So what I would suggest,
if you are a diabetic,
do more research. And with the Ketogenic Success Facebook page, there's a lot of people on there that are diabetic and have went through it, and you can, post some stuff about it, and they'll answer your questions. It's really, they're really good for that. So the admins are wonderful on there. So just kind of look to that for some of your questions. I don't know. I'm not diabetic, so I can't help you too much with what you need to do as far as that goes. But there's plenty of people on there that have been through the same thing that you're going to be going through. So I would suggest going on there for sure.
And if y'all have any questions at all, like we will definitely be like your support group.
Yes, I love questions.
Yeah, I mean, like I always tell people, like I'm always willing for questions. I'm not a keto expert by any means, but I can tell you what I did and what worked for me and what, pros and cons that I had and like things that didn't work for me.
We can help you with your shopping list too. Yeah. If you're like, I don't know what is, I don't know what to buy.
Start simple.
Yeah.
Simple is key to success.
I started out with, in the morning, we do the BPC. And then when I first started out, I was hungry. You're still running on carbs, so you've got to get used to that. I would do 1 egg and 1 piece of bacon. And you have to remember, like anything you're going to be doing on keto, your ingredients are key. So the bacon you get cannot have 12 grams of sugar in it.
Yeah.
So you've got to be looking at that. Let me get my bacon. I use the same type of bacon every time. I'm sure there's more out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you use?
I use rye bacon. Let me just show you real quick. It's backwards, I know, but
rye bacon.
Read this off for them.
I can see it. What am I reading off? Oh, the
macros. Yeah. The sugar. What's the sugar say?
If it's sugar is 0 grams.
There you go. And finding that in bacon and any kind of meat is very difficult sometimes.
The carbs are 0 and the fat is 7 grams for 1 piece.
Perfect keto.
That's good for
you can have bacon.
Where'd you buy this at?
And
this is naturally hickory smoked bacon. So you have to be careful with like hickory usually like is okay.
Their applewood, I can get their applewood too. It's okay too.
I use the Oscar Mayer. It just depends on what grocery store I'm at when I need bacon.
This is usually $9.99. So
that's good.
And it's really thick. Really thick.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it. It's really thick.
Yeah.
And this takes me a little bit to go through because I'll usually cut a slice in half, and that's what I'll eat if I eat breakfast.
Yeah.
So the other day I made Brussels sprouts, and so I'll cook my bacon first and cook the Brussels sprouts in the bacon grease. Brussels sprouts are really good, but they're also high in carbs, so you gotta be careful.
Yeah, I don't like Brussels sprouts, but
have you ever cooked them in the oven?
Just not a big fan of Brussels sprouts.
They're so good.
Sorry. So, Yeah, so you just really have to like read ingredients, but it seems very complicated, but I promise you when you
The benefits of it, it's worth it, I promise.
But when you start, it's really not complicated. It's like so easy.
Well, a lot of people, when you start, they want to get into doing recipes. Don't do
Yeah.
that to yourself. Just be like, just do your coffee in the morning, a piece of bacon, an egg, with
Yeah.
lots of salt, not table salt. I don't use table salt.
I use Himalayan
pink
salt.
Himalayan salt.
Yeah.
We got that. I got that at Aldi for like cheap. I don't even know what it was, but plenty of pink Himalayan salt because something that happens when you stop eating out and stop eating all the processed food, your body doesn't get enough sodium. So if you don't have sodium, you'll notice a lot of times you'll get a headache or you'll
This
get
happened to me.
cramps.
I didn't have a headache. I didn't get headaches, but I would wake up in the middle of the night with the worst, and I'm telling y'all, the worst shin splints I have ever experienced in my life. Like, one time I was hunched over in tears, and I, like, woke my husband up, who is not in, like, a light sleeper at all. And he was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, I literally, like, almost crawled.
But at the time, you didn't realize what it was.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't realize, like, I was, like, deficient in salt. Like, I hadn't been...
Listen to your body, people.
Yeah. So, I went to the refrigerator, and I had a jar of pickle juice. I'm not a big pickle fan at all, but, like, I was dying. Literally, I felt like I was dying.
Yeah.
And I, like, chugged some pickle juice, and from that day on, let me tell you all, I lay on the salt because that was the worst experience for me.
Yeah, that's another thing. You're like, ooh, fat. I'm not supposed to be eating that much. Ooh, salt. Yeah. If you're not eating all that processed food anymore.
Yeah.
And if you'll go look at, when you're cleaning out your fridge and when you're cleaning out your pantry, look at your ingredients and you're going to die when you see how much salt is in the stuff. Especially freezer food, easy cooked meals.
Yeah.
There's so much sodium in that stuff. And it's just insane. Not that sodium's bad, but it's bad when you have carbs and sugar and every kind of chemical put in with that. So make sure you're getting enough sodium. I just saw myself to death. Lunch. What would you say you ate for lunch?
When I first started, I took a 16 ounce, so a pound of fasted grass-fed. Yeah, that's right, grass-fed. I thought I said that backwards, but hamburger meat, and I split it up into 4 ounces apiece, and I grilled 4 hamburgers.
You have to weigh your stuff out.
4 hamburgers is what I made, and I literally ate hamburgers for the first week.
Yeah.
But, like, sometimes I would, like, chop them up, and I would take a piece of romaine lettuce, and I would, like, use that as my bun starting out, and I'd add, like, some bacon and cheese to it. And
but when you first start out eating a burger every day, I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't hating it
the
for
stuff
sure.
we eat it just
like
tastes so
avocados,
good.
I would eat a lot of avocados.
If you like avocado or guacamole, that's huge with keto.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful source of fat.
Yeah.
So definitely use that to
So
start
that's
off
why I
with.
say, like, keep it simple. Like, I ate probably the same 8 ingredients for the first week.
Yep.
And then the second week I added, like, something in. I still didn't even do, like, a recipe.
Because with your recipes, it's really hard to measure your macros sometimes.
Yeah.
You can do it, but it's a little difficult. So I would definitely suggest being very simple starting out with.
Because you need to see, like, make sure you're getting those correct Marco levels. Because if you're not, it's not going to work.
You keep saying Marco.
Polo. Macro. Whatever. I don't know why I keep saying macro.
Okay. Do y'all have any questions? Who's on here? I can't even see it.
I don't know. There's 6 people.
Hey, yo.
You 6 ones. I can't say who's on there.
Does that mean there's people I know?
No, it's just, it doesn't list them all the time.
Y'all say something.
So
Any
y'all have any
questions?
questions, or y'all done hearing us talk and want us to hop off? Or I think we basically, like, covered everything that we can think of.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's so much more, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
But that's maybe
Just
another
do it.
video if y'all want us to do another
it.
video.
Do it.
Yeah. It's
very
something that
simple.
you're gonna have to just do.
Yeah.
And
Just try it.
it was easier for me because my husband did it with me.
Yeah.
When you can clean out your pantry and get everything out of there, and you don't have to look at it, it's obviously a lot. It's going to be a lot easier. So,
well, I have to say though, like Caleb started with you, but Derek didn't start with me. So for the month of February, like I did it all by myself, and the month of March. And so for 2 months, I did it by myself. I want y'all to know, like, I cooked 2 separate meals. One for me and one for my husband. And then after that, like, my husband could tell a difference in, like, how I felt and, like, how I looked. And he was like, okay, let me do this.
This thing's legit.
Yeah, so he, like, just one day was like, okay, I'm going to do this with you. But I think his biggest thing was, like, beer. He's not, like, a huge beer drinker, but he liked to drink, like, the IPAs and stuff.
Yeah. And that's beer. It's wonderful, but all it is carbs and sugar.
Yeah. So, like, every now and then, he'll drink, like, a Michelob Ultra or something like that. Like, if he just wants a beer, but he doesn't do that.
But the thing is, what you miss, how you feel and the benefits outweigh everything that you're going to miss. It really does. You think, well, I can't. Luna, honey. Sorry. My Dane's going crazy over here. She wants out. The benefits are going to outweigh everything, I promise. Well, hold on. We got some comments. Hold on. We're going to answer your questions here.
Hannah says, Hey,
Hannah.
I was just curious so I hopped on the keto. This keto thing seemed really familiar to what I've been doing, so I'm interested in.
Are you doing something low carb, low sugar? What
paleo? I think it's
paleo. Oh, it's very similar. It's just you don't get into ketosis when you're in paleo, but
Clayton
it is similar.
Says yes, beer is very hard to give up.
Clayton.
I mean, my husband was a big, like, beer drinker, but now, I mean, he just kind of sticks. I mean, you can drink, like, your liquors if you, like.
Just straight, say vodka and a LaCroix and.
Derek drinks, like, bourbon on the rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we're not huge drinkers, but, like, if he does.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting ready to go on a cruise.
There's options for you.
So he'll
just no beer, Clayton. Sorry.
I mean, you could have a beer, but drink like a Michelob Ultra or something.
Yeah, but if you're drinking to get tipsy, you're going to wind up going over your carb count, and it's just not going to be worth it.
Don't drink to get drunk, okay? No. Drink for the taste.
You can have 1, maybe 2.
So,
anybody else? Who's on? Can you see?
4.
Any more questions? Everybody's
they're delayed. So.
Most people are at work still.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Clayton.
Oh yeah, I stick with vodka. I guess it's more similar to the paleo, low carb, high protein, low sugar. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, paleo, high protein. The problem with high protein and keto is that when you eat too much, your body's going to convert that into sugar.
Yeah, so you want to be
and you're back at square one. So you do moderate protein. Usually, maybe like an 8-ounce steak would be my whole day's worth. And usually steak, I make sure to do ribeye. If you can't eat the fat, well, some people are like, oh, that's nasty. But if you can't eat the fat, definitely maybe get some dressing to dip it in or something.
Yeah.
But just remember, when you're out at a restaurant, the butter they give you is probably not grass-fed butter. It's probably made with canola oil or some kind of oil, so it's not going to be keto. But if you like to dip, I'm a dipper.
I'm a dipper.
Dip. And no ketchup.
Yeah, no
Sorry.
ketchup, but it's okay. I mean, I dip with like ranch and all kinds of things. Like
there's options for you.
Yeah.
Paleo is good. It's not keto. I mean, it's different.
It's similar, but it's not keto.
Yeah. And you look great, by the way, Hannah.
Hannah says I'm like 120 to 130 grams protein. Yeah, no, you would never be that high. Like
the most 75.
Yeah, I was gonna say the highest I ever was like 70, and right now I'm like.
Hannah, do you have cravings? Like, are you hungry? Does your stomach growl? Like when you wake up, are you ready for breakfast? When it's lunchtime, do you growl? You ready for lunch? Do you still get those kind of things going on?
Yeah, because you know what I've had to eat today? A bulletproof coffee.
I had half a can of chicken.
Yeah. I
Like, you don't
literally
want
had
anything.
A bulletproof
It's
coffee
amazing.
today. So I will eat dinner because we're going out for chicken wings.
Let me let her out.
And so that's what I'll eat. And I'll dip my chicken wings in ranch. But we get like the mild or hot wings. Like you can't obviously do like the barbecue or anything like that. So
No,
she
sugar.
says, thanks, girl. And I did.
You're welcome.
Ooh, what is it? Did you want in the video? It's a big old horse over here.
My pony. Luna, honey.
Alright. Anybody else have any questions? I guess if not, we'll hop off and we'll definitely do this again.
Let
for
me
sure.
see. Let me make sure Hannah's not saying things. Luna, quit. Luna. Where's that water bottle? Luna.
Oh, Hannah says no. I'm required to eat every 2.5 to 3 hours, so I never
See?
get hungry.
Yeah, no, you don't have
Have
to
you
do
used the keto coffee?
that. Okay.
Mary says that.
Keto coffee. Here's the thing with keto. Like anything else, people try to put out like their version of whatever, saying it's better, saying stuff that has ketones, fake ketones.
Yeah, fake ketones aren't really good.
Your body is going to do the work itself.
Yeah.
You don't have to be getting those fake ketones in. You don't have to buy some expensive fancy coffee.
I was gonna say that's expensive. I mean, you can buy a can of like Folgers
Yeah.
or whatever and add some butter,
Yeah.
and it's really cheap. So
Yeah, you could take a spoon of something, put it in, but you know what? You don't have to do that. Take the cheap route. Just get your coconut oil or MCT oil. MCT oil is kind of refined. It's got all the good stuff that the coconut oil has in it, and it's just a little bit better, but
Ooh.
are you dying?
Yeah, I was at 4%. So
Oh. What percent?
100,
What are you at now?
20. So, well, my phone is dying, so I guess we're gonna hop off of here.
Y'all keep shooting us questions, and we'll keep looking.
Yeah,
and,
just comment your questions on here, and then we'll make another video when I get back from vacation, or Cody can go by herself. But
No, I'll wait for you.
okay, so in 2 weeks we'll make another video. So shoot us a message with your questions, and we might even like throw in a couple recipes on the next one, our favorites. or
Yes, our
something.
favorite recipes. We could go on for days.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, y'all. I hope you like our video.
Bye.